now I will ask our guest speaker, Ruth Lobo, and after that we will start the evening prayer with Marcel, and at the end we will distribute the candle, and so after the evening prayer we can start walking, and there's still going to be some music to set us off. And again, we disperse at the ground zero.
So I'm honored to speak today. I actually wish that I wasn't here. I wish that I wasn't here because abortion is here. You and I have gathered because preborn babies are being killed, and I wish it wasn't so. And yet that is the reality that we are facing in our world today. And so the question before us is, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? That's the same concept the wizard Gandalf raised with his young friend Frodo in the story Lord of the Rings. And I want to take you to that particular moment as it plays out in the movie. Frodo inherits the Ring of Evil, and he is charged with the responsibility of transporting it to a volcano in order to destroy it forever. But there are many evil forces that want the ring. This means Frodo and his friends need to go through a perilous journey in order to reach the goal. They must endure danger, pain, and sacrifice. After some frightening experiences, there is a moment of calm and quiet. It is here where Frodo opens his heart to Gandalf. He says, "I wish the ring had never come to me. I wish none of this had happened." And Gandalf replies, "So do all who live to see such times, but that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us." So how do we influence society so that these human beings will live? And I want to answer that question focusing on two areas: having right actions and having right attitudes. The abortion debate will not be won in Parliament unless we have won it in the places like Ottawa. We must change the minds of the voters in order to change the behavior of the politicians. We have to confront the culture. We have to take our message to the public rather than expecting the public to come to us. We should be regularly bringing the pro-life message to street corners, high schools, universities, and churches. We have to strive for legal change. It is appalling that you and I are forced to pay for a procedure that kills human beings. We must expose the brutal reality of where our money is going in order to convince voters and politicians that abortion should not only be defunded, but that it should be illegal. The fourth action is to do what those who favor abortion desperately want to avoid. Abortion supporter Catherine Colbert answered that with her comments given at a National Abortion Federation meeting in 1996. She cautioned delegates that if the debate over partial birth abortion is on what happens to preborn children, their side will get creamed. She urged those attending to focus exclusively on the woman. And this is worth paying attention to. A staunch supporter of killing preborn babies has told us how we can beat them. They will lose if we focus on preborn children. We will lose if we do not. And yet we are not even the ones who feel the immediate consequences of such a loss. It is not you and I who will be decapitated. It is not you and I who will be disemboweled. It is not you and I who will be dismembered. It is the preborn child who cannot scream, nor can she run away. Because she is hidden, she she is easy to ignore. Because her slaughter is masked by rhetoric of choice, it is easy to support. But we know better. We have to take the ease out of ignorance and denial. We are the advocates of the preborn, and we must represent them as they would represent themselves if they could, by conveying their humanity, their equality to us, and conveying their bloodshed. The truth sets people free, and experience shows that if the public really knew the truth, they would not support abortion. We need to have a right attitude. We need to have a spirit of peace and love. In 1963, a group of high school students gathered in Birmingham, Alabama, and organized the Children's Crusade for Freedom. They marched through the streets to speak against racism and segregation. This year is the 48th anniversary of their first march. They returned the following day to march again, and as they peacefully walked and sang gospel songs, they were brutalized by authorities. Police dogs were let loose on the marchers. They were attacked with clubs. They were sprayed with fire hoses, smashing them into buildings, ripping their clothes, and blasting them down the street. Great civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. responded to this injustice by saying the following: "We will match your capacity to inflict suffering with our capacity to endure suffering. We will meet your physical force with soul force. We will not hate you. Do to us what you will. Threaten our children, and we will still love you. Bomb our homes and our churches, and we will still love you. We will wear you down by our capacity to suffer. In winning the victory, we will not only win our freedom, we will so appeal to your heart and conscience that we will win you in the process." We need to be merciful. Although we certainly condemn actions, we do not condemn the people involved with these actions. We all bear responsibility for the massacre of innocents. Whether we had an abortion or helped a friend have one, whether we performed abortions or promoted them, whether we referred for abortions or simply said, "Not now, maybe later," when given the opportunity to help stop this evil. With every act of betrayal, with every moment of inaction that should have been action, with each occasion to speak that was replaced with silence, with every mistake, there is before us an opportunity to find the redemption that awaits us. There is an opportunity to make a positive difference now. It is too late for all those who have already been aborted, but it is not too late for those preborn children who remain living. We help the living by doing for them that which deep down we wish we had done for those in our past. And so today we gather as representatives for the preborn. We stand in their place to take their message to the public through peacefully praying outside the exact place where babies are killed every day. So may this prayer campaign be the beginning of plans for our reunion. That reunion will not be next year when we fight abortion again, but instead at some time in the future where we gather to celebrate a victory. That victory will be the day when the smallest, most vulnerable of human beings, the preborn, are acknowledged as equals to the born. The victory will be the day when abortion is unthinkable. And when will that day be? That is up to you and I, and what we decide to do with the time that is given to us. It is then that you and I, instead of saying we wish we were not here, we will be able to honestly say we are glad that we are here. Thank you.